Hello, Hershey. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm great. How are you, Brother Thomas?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. 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 We are live. We are
We
live.
are
My
live.
Angie.
Hershey, I want to thank you for being here with me again. Sorry for last week. I was not feeling the best. I was suffering a little withdrawal. I won't say
Oh,
that I've given cigarettes up completely, but so far it's stuck.
so proud. Congrats, congrats, congrats. It's huge. It's a huge, huge thing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. It was not easy. It was not. And occasionally, even all these months later, bro, I'll still think about it. I'll still smell it. And I'll be like, oh my God. And I'll clench and I just breathe through it. So it gets
And
easier. I promise.
I'm, I'm figuring that, every
I know.
$65 carton uh, that I skip, I'll be that much closer to a potential cruising time.
Just keep rubbing it in, bro. Just keep rubbing it in that you're going without me. By the way,
Yeah, well,
yeah, no.
that's nothing set yet. We've got the
Well, it's
we
kind of
got
said if you go, I ain't going. So, there's that.
we got
I'm
Orlin
just
looking
being
into it. Good evening, Angie. How are you tonight?
I'm just talking. But if he can find a way for all of us and Mo and me and Mo to go to, even better. Like, a bigger suite, more rooms, y- you know?
Well, we need like the European type cruising where you can get on and off at different ports, and
Uh-huh.
it'd make it easier, maybe you'd have to get down to Fort
Clint.
Lauderdale or Miami or something like that to get on. But
That is a long way from where I'm at. But yes.
I guess we could
And
find
I don't have a passport, so
a
I
cruise
gotta
that
keep
went
it
to
much
Bermuda or
simpler.
the Virgin Islands or something like that and pick you up in Savannah or something. I don't know if Savannah's got a cruise terminal or if you'd have to go
Um,
to South Carolina.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everybody. What's up, Clint? Hi, 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 everybody. So, tonight we are splitting a three-way prompt between two people. So, I am taking the present shadow and I'm emerging a light to it. And Brother Thomas is taking the transformation pivotal point and he's emerging a light to it. That. So, yes, there are three prompts if you want to journal the three, but it's like you're getting four for two out of two. Or whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, logic in my complex mind, it's two each. Anyway, oh, how is
Welcome, Clint. Welcome,
everybody?
Nancy.
Absolutely. And Mo and Angie and everyone else in chat. All eight of y'all. Ooh. Oh, you're gonna start us off, huh?
I'll kick it off.
Oh no.
Like I need any
We didn't even open the door, but shit, here we
I
go.
didn't need any more work right now, but I just kind of knew
Oh
I'd give me a
man,
message.
that's not fair. We didn't ask to read. I was just explaining it. That didn't mean I was wanting to do it. I'm just talking a lot of craziness. Real quick, so I was on this one of them group things that I'm in on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, every once in a while they'll throw up you know, if you want to offer a read or whatever. Anyway, I wanted to throw my name in the hat. I do it occasionally, but for some reason this time I couldn't receive the messages. So I don't know. I don't know I don't know what that meant because I know I'd be on Messenger all the time. So I don't know why it wouldn't. Anyway, so to anybody that is maybe possibly trying to message me, I will work on trying to figure that out. If you're in my friend group or my Facebook group or just in any of them, I will see what I can come up with and figure out. Boom, 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 boom.
And Josh, I'm waiting for that email so I know that you're all settled into your new place.
What's the word, Josh? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word, everybody? What's the word? What's the word, y'all?
The bird.
The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. The bird. The bird. Oh.
So I'll start with Michelle's.
Did you
reading.
really put a me in there?
She put a
You
me
wrote-
in there already.
Oh shit. My bad.
I don't play that.
My
I
bad.
don't play with my spirit, with my gifts, or with my lessons, or
You just wanted some work tonight. Okay.
I just, you know.
You felt the need to work. Okay, hold on. I'm working on it. Okay. Michelle.
Hi, Papi. Papi Chulo.
I don't know. I gotta go fishing. Hold on. It hit the floor. You know what that means, Michelle? I can't reach. I can't reach. Oh, I reached it. Oh. Ooh. You're right. You're right. Michelle. Okay, figured. Oh, really? Really?
Hi, Papi.
Okay, I can't pay attention. Distractions. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So.
Do you want me to start?
No, I'm coming. I'm not used to going first, and you know it takes me a second. I gotta look at the whole dang on picture. Oh, okay. Well, okay, so like I have to be careful with the way this is because it came out kind of heavy. But okay, here we go. I'm gonna rock with it. And here we go. All right, so something that could be right now a shadow for you, and this is strictly a possibility, is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords represents anxiety and so many other things. A lot of people like to say depression is the number one thing, but I don't really think it is. I think all of them matter, but anxiety and what's that other word that I really like in this one? Oh yeah. Nightmares and worrying, right? So it's not stress. It's not stress. So to say 9 would be stressful, oh, it would be. It would be absolutely stressful. But at the same time, it's going to have a very strong lesson in there, right? So for me, the 9 of Swords first represents like anxiety. I have crippling anxiety when it comes to some situations. So, a shadow for me that is always there, and I never know what's going to trigger it. For me, it's anxiety, right? So it's that shadow that lingers around considerably. So, a way out of this from what I really want it to be, kind of showed up for you too. It was like the card literally that hit the floor. Anyway, a way out of this is knowing that there is a positive outcome every single time. I know it doesn't seem like that, and sometimes you have to see the loss as something positive. It wasn't serving you. It might have been even something that was detrimental and you just chose not to see it. But literally knowing that no matter how bad it gets in your anxiety, it will always get greater later. There is no better positive force than something this strong, this absolute. It's always going to get greater later, but anxiety doesn't remind you of that. In fact, anxiety does the exact opposite. It triggers every single dang on pressure point, shadow, and trigger that it can. Remember that there is justice through this, and your justice comes in the version of the Sun card. The Sun card is emphatically knowing that you are happy, not always materialistically, even though a lot of people do go materialistically. It could be spiritually, it could be emotionally, but you are devotedly happy with the outcome. That's what I got.
And Mo, just remember, of all the worries that I've ever had and worried and fretted and had anxiety about, very few have ever come to pass. So that's a lot of energy tied up, um, without having a payoff. So, if you can alleviate your fears and your worries, you can spend that energy better elsewhere. Very hard thing to do. I know we all get tangled up in that in at some times in our life. The transformational pivot point that you have right now is um, the King of Cups. Oh, and our King of Cups is that emotional control, that emotional dominance. So if you're erratic in your emotions, once you learn to control and contain it and master it, and go with the flow and don't fight things, then that will be your absolute transformational pivot point for you. And your emerging light is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is finding your community. Once you find your posse, your ride or die people in your life that are there with you, uh, support you in everything that you do, and you support them in everything that they do. That is a strong bond, and you can't beat that bond, because you're you're better as a whole than as a single. Um, you absolutely are your own individual, but when you find those like-minded people that are in your posse, um, you are you're a major threat to other people, because there's nothing that can stop you and your will together. And that's what I have for you. And I think Angie asked for a reading.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Angie's gonna go get some well-deserved rest after her reading, and thanks for stopping in and being with us.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Quinn said that you get wound up easy, that he'd be triggering you all the time if he was a neighbor. And then Angie's like, you probably wouldn't be able to handle it. Yours is a tornado. And I was like, no, dude, we'd be good neighbors. We'd be great.
Hershey's a tornado?
That's what she said.
I mean, Texas tornado. I mean, yeah, TROUBLE.
I need to find a crochet hook and some beads and some small rubber bands so I can contain my beard. It flies all over.
Oh no!
It's about 3
She
inches.
says no, thank you. Does Angie not want to read?
I think she does. She said she's waiting and then she's going to bed after her.
She doesn't want me to put beads in my beard.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, she does want to read. And yeah, you're definitely needing beards, beer beads, yeah, and some beard butter, and start training that shit to handlebars or twisties or something. Hell yeah! I don't know why you keep showing up. Good Lord, have mercy. What is going on? Okay, you're over here.
Viking rune beard beads.
Right? Absolutely. Over here. Literally, you keep showing up. So, I mean,
All I gotta do is keep eating buttered toast, and I've got beard butter.
ha ha ha. Okay, so you got the exact same card, right? So you get 9 of air, right? So 9 of air is also 9 of swords, right? So this is about anxiety and depression and all kinds of other things, but we're going to look at it from a different point of view, right? So just because I'm curious, let's see. Let's just look at what it says, right? Just because I'm curious. With a gentle voice, I tell myself that I will be okay. I am okay. I am, and that any fear is merely a false evidence appearing as something real. I forgave myself a long time ago because I know that I am human and I am doing the best that I can. I need only call on spirit and my higher power to remember that I can and will do better in any possibility that lay before me at my horizon. Did you notice they didn't say lay at my feet? Changing the perspective of everything is how you win the game. Another way to see this is knowing that you do have something more than beneficial coming your way. You have the benefit of a successful harvest with longevity to follow that if you play your cards right. This ace followed by this 9 and paired with judgment and justice tells me that you do have your due coming, right? Some of us catch a lot of hell and some of us have to learn lessons the hard way, and it causes this 9 of air to show up in every way possible. And for you, maybe it's not anxiety, maybe it is depression. But due to the fact that understanding what it is when it comes in and knowing how to handle it is how you win the game, how you stay ahead, how you know you don't have a chance in hell to win the hand, but you know you are not going out in the first round. Hell, play your cards right, and it just might be a fool's hand because you do have justice and judgment on your side, and maybe somebody on that table that you're playing against has a tell, and you recognize that tell because you don't live here and they do. Breaking the cycle is how you keep your head not just above water, treading water, moving forward, moving towards your horizon and everything that you have coming to you. And that's what I've got for you.
So, Angie, your transformational pivot point starts with the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is taking that ceremonial break to do a rest and reflection. So, make sure that your sleeping space is um, a space kind of free of distractions and a place of honor. Um, use don't have a lot of chaos in your bedroom. Try not to. I know you said that you're already in bed and watching this in bed. Um, don't make it a habit. When you're ready for bed, go to bed and honor it. If you can't go to sleep within 20 minutes, get up and uh, read for a while or work on a crossword puzzle or distract yourself in other ways. So, without screen time, so you can calm your mind down without being visually excited. And I think that your dreams, even though you may not remember them, um, you do a lot of work while you're sleeping, and that's actually the time when your body heals. Without that rest, the body's metabolism is busy keeping you upright and firing muscles and stuff during the day, but when you're resting, it can truly work on regenerating any damage that you've done uh, during the day. Rest is a transformation and a healing time for you. And the emerging light for you is the Four of Pentacles, and this is usually our miser card. Um, but in this case, it just is reminding you to be careful with your resources. Some resources, some resources are finite. Um, right now, the AI data centers are bombing Texas, and their commercials saying that they only use one half of 1% of all the water in Texas. But think of all the water in Texas. If you think of all the agriculture and the livestock and the other industries and the people using the water, one bit out of 200 is a lot of water, and they're trying to minimize their impact. So remember that what you might think is just a little ends up being a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. If you're taking up 1/200th of the state's resources for 39 million people and livestock and agriculture and industry, you're taking up a lot of resources. And, even though you're trying to trivialize it, minimize it, um, you if you got people with free thought, they'll think about it and say, "Hey, 1/200th of all the wealth in Texas, um, is a whole lot of money. And it's a whole lot of water. Yeah, I like to have lucid dreams myself, Angie. It's been a while. Myself, I think my best lucid dreaming was done on airplanes right after the safety demo. That would be like my turn to sleep because I was either going to something that was gonna occupy me for 2 weeks straight, or I was coming back from um, 2 weeks straight of 14-hour days and just was totally exhausted. So that's
Hi,
what I have
Nancy.
for you, Angie. Good night, Nancy. Did, I haven't been paying attention to the me's. Were there any other me's out there that wanted to read tonight?
Not that I saw. Not that I saw.
Angie said there's always chaos in her bed. What about chicka pow? That's what I'm talking about, Angie.
Oh my God.
Mr. Josh was put in a me. While you prepare your cards, let's give them some theme music.
Shadow work on your inner self to heal the wounded soul. Join us on Tear Out Your Way with Hershey and Thomas.
So, when I was a kid growing up, I used to ask my grandfather, like, if it was a special event or something that he was real proud of because he was a Mason, and he had certain events that he was proud to attend, and his family had to uh be there to support him. We chose to. We wanted to. What I'm saying is there was a lot of discipline in my grandfather. But the best thing he could always tell me when I would ask him what I should wear, he would tell me the first thing I need to put on is confidence. I need you to hold that right there, right? So one of your weaknesses is Three of Cups in reverse, right? So this is literally any kind of noise. This isn't just rumors and gossips and chirping ass dang on birds of a feather. This is anything, anything and everything, no matter what it is, no matter where it comes from, whether it has truth, depth, perception, love, ego, bias, heavily opinionated becomes judgmental opinions. But a lot of people don't see it that far because they want to keep them separate, but they're really not. To be judgmental, you must be heavily opinionated. So there's nothing wrong with having an opinion until you become opinionated, right? So think about the extreme of everything and then realize you don't need it. If it is Three of Cups is your shadow right now that's messing with you the most. But there's also a blind spot that you're probably not seeing, and that is that it is intentionally putting you there. Do you see this Seven of Cups? Seven of Coins, rather. I'm sorry. The Seven of Coins is a reflection. I'm going to read you the Seven of Coins out of this book. Only because I like the way that the perception gives you something different to think about. Uh, do 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 do. 7. Decision time. The first 6 cards of this suit have watched you seize an opportunity, balance your priority, learn to work with others, grapple with your materialistic success and your downfall, and then find your footing all over again. The 7 looks back at all of this and asks you one simple question. What do you see in your future? Success or failure? Was it worth it? And it was the work hard. Is it everything you ever wanted? And is there ever going to be more? It's just one question, but it's how you word it. It's how you break it down, right? So if it's about the materialistic aspect, which coins can be materialistic, then that's what it's about for you, right? Or your one question is all of the other ones, no matter how you word it. As you look over this one question, you can only build it one way, and this time, ask yourself the hard question. How do I not stay in place? How do I not stay in place means how do I grow spiritually? That's the number one question. Is keep asking yourself that question instead of the one question that no matter how many ways you reword it, it's still the same dang on question. And it's always going to give you usually the exact same answer. But if you ask the question, how do I continue to grow spiritually? That is a question that isn't usually asked out of selflessness. Just know that everything that you take in when it comes to the 7 will help you learn to not be ashamed of everything that you had to overcome. Shame is staying in the same place and focusing on every aspect of your life that held you there and every relationship. Don't be ashamed that you find yourself at the risk of it all being lost just to move ahead or move back to the 5. It's your choice. But don't give up again once you make the choice to stay. To stay means to be in an uncomfortable place. This 7 is the mirror. This is looking at yourself, butt, booty ass, bare ass naked, and saying, I'm not going to give up on myself. I'm going to wait. The 8 isn't here yet, but I've earned it already. I'm already celebrating it somewhere. Even though I'm not presently celebrating it, I'm worth the wait. I'm not worth all this dang on chatter and all this going to any and every one that will help me, give me advice, or just listen. Or another negative way. You're not going to get it there. Confidence, like I said, your light at the end of the tunnel is the Queen of Fire, and she is confidence. So every day before you get up, before you even put your feet on the floor, make sure that confidence is the first thing that you put on. And that's what I've got for you.
I also got a 7 for you, Josh, but I have the 7 of Swords. Now, in this case, I don't think, because it's a transformation card, the pivot point, it's not about taking things from other people. It's about being a conscientious objector or finding the way that you don't have to fight other people. If you disarm them, you don't have to fight with them. And sometimes that's using your mind and your wording to diffuse situations so you don't escalate situations to become problems. You know, you find ways not to rock the boat. So this is the thief card is using all his strategy that he has to avoid an active conflict. And not fighting is not being a coward. Not fighting is refusing to engage or go to someone else's level and uh, being drawn into a situation which you really don't want to be in. And you're emerging light. We have the Eight of Wands. Sometimes you have to slow yourself down and constrain yourself and take a pause so you don't do something that's rash. So sometimes it's okay to stay in your safe environment. Draw the curtains and just be there and present with yourself. You don't have to go out and engage with the world. You still have to meet your obligations, of course, but maybe it's finding solace in your new place, in your new space, and giving yourself the time and the luxury to enjoy what you have and feel that newness and be excited about the newness of it. And so that's what I have for you, Josh. Thank you for asking for a read. So, Jose hung up my Monopoly cross stitch for me.
I know, it looks so good hanging back up on your wall. Hopefully you can get the rest of them hung up
You're welcome,
soon.
Josh. Yeah, unfortunately the glass. I had this one leaning up against the kitchen wall, and I um, dropped Ronnie's food bowl and scared him, and he went tearing around the corner and slid into it, and it fell in the passageway and fell face down and broke the glass out of it. So it's pretty large. It's if you put 4 Monopoly boards together, that's the size of that. It's like 40 inches by 40 inches. I think regular
It's
Monopoly board
huge.
20
It's
inches.
huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It is quite large, quite heavy, and very, very beautiful.
Well,
Very
it's
beautiful.
not quite so heavy without the glass in it anymore.
I would
So that's
imagine
why
it's quite a bit lighter.
it is quite a bit lighter. And Jose hung it high up so Ronnie doesn't get his claws in it because the fibers
Tapestry.
aren't. Yeah, the fibers aren't protected with the glass. So to try to
Understood.
minimize any accidental clottage, it's up in the air.
Understood completely.
Do we have anybody else who would like a reading tonight? Just pop a me in the comments. So have you and Mo ventured out to Ollie's or to the
Sis,
flea
when
market?
was the last time we were at Ollie's? Ollie's. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been out there. like going way out there. It's like quite a distance from us. That's is quite a distance from us.
Why?
Brother Thomas just asked us if we'd been lately.
Oh.
Or
Are
if
you
you've
not
been,
paying attention?
or if you've been to
I
the
was-
flea
I was
market
smoking
or
a
the
You were
farmer's
smoking
market.
a joint? Well, can you get one rolled and ready?
I'm gonna get one rolled also.
I appreciate that. Y'all, tell it get a roll on. Ding, 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 ding. Get your roll on. Ding, 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 ding. Get your roll on.
Well, we have 3 Ollies here in town, but I've never been to any of them. They're all a distance from me, so it would require quite a bus ride.
If she was listening to the story. That's right. That's right, Clint. You get her ass. Get her ass.
I was smoking the dope.
That's okay, Clint.
Puppy and a
When I was married, I went deaf in the passenger ear, so fair. What's fair is fair.
To be fair, I turned my phone down when I came in the house because I didn't want it to echo and give feedback.
Right. Makes so much sense.
She didn't want to scare Cole.
True. True. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was.
So I know I haven't talked to you about it, but maybe tomorrow afternoon, if you don't have anything going on, she would read a few political questions with me about our
Sure.
dead
Because
nephew.
there's
dead
somebody
nephew.
else, and I don't remember who it was, Josh or somebody, asked me to.
What was Thomas saying though? He wasn't finished.
Oh, go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
So yeah, some Bricks and Minifigs came out with the third part video, so I want to read on a couple more questions on that, and so
The
the-
senator, right?
yeah, and there are more lawsuits probably coming out of the Bricks and Minifigs thing. Mostly civil rights violations for everybody that was in the Airbnb, and Tyler and Sheldon and the process server and some other friends. Fortunately, they were good kids and they didn't make their situation worse. But they didn't know their civil rights, and they didn't know that what the police did was basically arrest them without arresting them and letting them know they were under arrest.
Yeah, no due process, due cause, none of that. No right to slap the steel on them or none of that. No right at all. No laws were broken.
What did Josh? What did he ask me to do?
I think it was Josh. It might not have been Josh. I don't want to point fingers, but somebody asked me to read on. So, okay, I was having a conversation with somebody, and so there's some kind of political question about some political person now that may have had ties to somebody's wife that would have been a first lady. And I don't remember which one it was. So until I get it right, I don't want to point fingers, but I thought it was Josh, but it might not have been Josh. But anyway, Clint says, "Oh, she's read that book of excuses too. Dang, damn near every woman I know has read that book." I wrote a few chapters, but I ain't never really read it. But I know I've wrote a couple of them chapters. But
the
I'm a woman, hear me roll.
the rules may be written, but they're
Josh said it
subject to
wasn't him, but
change at
don't
any
talk to
moment.
anybody really but Josh. So I know it wouldn't have been Mikey. Mikey wouldn't have me read politicians. I'll figure out who it was. I'll remember. I'll recall the memory, and then I'll recall even the details of what I was wearing that day. I will call that memory back, and I will find out, and I will remember who I was talking to. But at this point, I don't recall who it was. But I remember that conversation happened.
I'm gonna show them joint.
Yeah, look at what her and her roller can do.
You know what?
Hershey has a delayed eidetic memory.
I do. I do. I swear to God, I will even tell you what you were wearing.
Bound to be a roller.
I just got to get the memory, but once I get it, I can tell you every detail of it. Every detail, who, even the time of day and what position the fucking sun was in.
My ex-wife could her special talent was telling you what footwear everybody was wearing, whether they had socks on or what color socks, and you
Uh-huh.
know, what kind of shoe or boot or whatever. That was her
Uh-huh.
special talent. And then, and this was in Southern
Mine would be
California when I lived there with my wife. And then I could tell her who was a vegetarian or a vegan by their skin color.
Really?
That was my special talent.
Oh.
I could just tell there was just a certain gray green that these people would have in their complexion.
Not a gray green.
Yeah, gray green. You know, if you turned up the green, they'd be the Wicked Witch in Wicked.
I love it. Wicked always wins. Josh, do you got one rolled and ready? Because you know she smoked without us, so we get a smoke break after this.
No, it was just my only opportunity to smoke by myself. I was
Aw.
like,
Your only opportunity,
well,
unless you're at work, you
This-
didn't have any opportunity that you won't.
what I meant by that is that I'm glad that I have a company all the time that I could have a buddy to smoke with often, but it's rare that I have solo time because, you know, I'm working. So it was off work and I was able to smoke. I wanted to.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
That's it.
It's wonderful.
You're
It's
working,
wonderful.
You can smoke when you're done.
Well, you're gonna join me, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So that'll be sometime tomorrow afternoon, noon to 5. We'll figure out a time and we'll schedule that. And
Sounds
uh,
wonderful.
you've got Friday fixtures coming up.
I do. Yep. I got Friday's fixtures. And then I said I was going to show y'all a bunch of decks, and I ain't done it yet. But listen. I plan on doing it. I plan on it. Well, there's just other things, you know, going on in my head. For those of you who don't know, I did have something personal happen to one of my kids this week, and although I'm not going into it, everybody is fine. Everybody is 1,000% okay. It's just mentally fucking with me. So I kind of just been checked out and been just in my room chilling. So I am going to be coming back around, and I will be showing off them decks. I promise. I will get to them. I promise. Show me your deck.
Okay, with that, thank you all for being here. Go ahead and hit the like button. If you got a hype, you can come back and hype the show if you think it's worth sharing with other people. And with that, remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and go out and make it a great night. See y'all later.
Not dumb shit.